What drives innovation in mold design? For Rob Doorakkers of IGS Jibo Yajimo, it starts with curiosity and leads to Society of Plastics Engineers Mold Technologies Division 2026 Mold Designer of the Year Award, sponsored by Progressive Components. Let's listen to his story. I have with me today Rob Doorakkers, who just won the Society of Plastics Engineers Mold Technologies Division Mold Designer of the Year.
Very proud.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
How does it feel?
Good. It's always nice to get nominated for something like this.
Yes. Were you surprised?
Always. I'm always surprised. But it's been a surprise, and it's good that you get nominated by somebody out of the business. That's good. But you don't do it by yourself. And if you don't win the prize, I think it's something you do with the whole team. The whole team of IGS.
It takes a team.
The full R&D team is responsible for this prize, I think.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm proud.
Were you able to read the form? Did you see what the nomination was? Did you read it? And does anything surprise you? Or did you learn something about yourself by being nominated?
Yeah, I think the story tells a lot. It's the life. It's my life.
Yep.
Quite
a career.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's how.
Give me. What's the word I want to say? Like, give me a spotlight of that career. Like, what's a moment that was a turning point or an inspiring moment that keeps you going?
Yeah, but look. It started already when I was 16, 17 years old, together with my father, doing mold designs at home, and then we had two Boyd 10-ton molding machines in the barn, so we produced our own plastic parts. And then I started working at the same tool shop as my father did.
Okay.
So we went all the way through manufacturing, mold assembly and everything. And then after 5-6 years, I ended up in the engineering department because my father stepped out. He became technical manager, and I filled in that position in the design office. And then I had a few companies in between. But the big change came, of course, when I started at IGS. IGS came where we are now, where that company had so much opportunities in there, and they gave us so much possibility to innovate and to grow the company to the level where it is now. And I think that's been the big change in my life. Yeah.
That's a good segue to your title, Chief Innovation Officer.
Yeah.
I don't hear that too often. Give me a day in the life of a Chief Innovation Officer.
Yes, you are technical responsible for what we're manufacturing, so what we deliver to our customers. And innovation is actually what we do in the R&D department. So you're not doing a specific innovation idea, but you're innovating all day. The mold making business has always been very, how do you say it, conservative.
Okay.
So anything that works.
Traditional, we say.
Why change it? Why change something that works? And that's what we always did. We always tried to do things in a different way, faster, better, different. But with that, you need to get the opportunity from the management team that allows you to do it, to pushes you in that direction. Yep. And then, of course, you need your R&D team as well to be able to fulfill that, to work out that stuff. And I think that is what brought IGS to the level where we are now.
What's the most what are you most proud of in terms of a project that you worked on? That involves mold design, of course.
Yeah, and it's not one project. It's everything. If you see that company, say, growing from 2000, let's call it 2009 until where we are now, where we moved up from 70 people to 190 or more even now, and the change we made in what we deliver, the quality of our tools, the technology in our tools, I think that's where I'm very proud. I always say, when I walk through the assembly department and I see what's on the bench over there, I think that's where I'm proud of, and that's innovation.
It's so wonderful that when you have a job, I mean, I can relate in terms of having a finished product. You get to see where all your effort is. So I can relate to seeing that tool or that mold on a bench is like, that's the reward of all this effort the team put into it.
Yeah, but even it goes further because we have a huge validation area as well, where we do complete tool validation ourselves as well. And you can see everything. You can see even the plastic part dropping out of there. And of course, sometimes it's not perfect from the beginning.
Of course.
So then you're having an issue, but we always say issues create opportunities. How do you manage your issues? How do you solve your issues? And keep that issue as your own
Yep.
before it goes to the customer, and keep the customer happy with it.
I always say this whole industry is just all about troubleshooting. You're like master
Yeah.
troubleshooters every day,
Yeah.
right?
Every new tool is a pilot tool. Is something new.
Totally true. So what are you going to do with this money? Who are you?
I'm going to award it to the high school my son is in.
Okay.
So my son is also.
Connection.
We keep it in the family. So,
I love it.
It's going to the students' organization, and they are going to do a technology day with it. And during that technology day, they will visit IGS.
I love it.
And we're going to make a.
That's a win-win there,
it's
right?
a win-win. So hopefully we get a few students
Yeah.
who are interested in our company.
Do you have the similar challenges that we have here in the States in finding people?
Yes, especially in tool design. There are enough mechanical engineers.
Yep, that's the same
tool
here.
Tool design is not a growing business, or not a growing field. But with the school, where the money goes to, they have injection molding, they have a few molds. So hopefully we can trigger them.
Yeah, that's
get
what
a
we need
few
to do.
bits, yeah.
I've learned that over the years. Like there's a gap in manufacturing overall, and then they came to find mold builders. In the past 2 years, it's actually been mold designers.
Yeah, and then before you're becoming a mold designer, you can't come from the university and go to a shop and say I'm a mold designer. You first need, and that's what I've learned myself, and what we see. First, you need to go in the tool shop itself.
Yeah.
Doing
Hands.
You need to know how an insert should be manufactured before you can really design an insert.
Yeah. If you had any advice to give somebody nowadays that is going to enter this world of mold design specifically, what's your advice?
Yeah, like I say, first you have to have a good education, of course, and that's required nowadays. But start on the shop floor. First, see what needs to be done before you get a tool finished, and then create goodwill with your colleagues, goodwill with your customers. And if you have goodwill, you can. And then sometimes you can make a mistake.
Yeah, you got to live with that.
Yeah.
That's how you learn.
Yeah, that's how you learn. Yeah. So take your time, because it's not something you learn in a year.
No way. And that's the problem too, right? A lot of younger people don't have that patience to learn something, to stick with it.
And be aware that the engineering department is not the holy grail, because everybody wants to sit behind a computer.
Well, they were born with these things, right? So that's all they learn.
But you need to learn it somewhere else.
All right, before I let you go, I have to ask. So in your long career, when it comes to mold design, what's the most impactful innovation that you've experienced in mold design? What transformed what you do?
Look, I think 10, 12 years ago, we stepped into much more in servo-driven solutions. Servo-driven solutions, which in the healthcare, in the clean room environment, helped a lot.
Oh yeah.
And you get much better control on your tools, where you can improve warranty. I think that's the biggest thing, I think, in the last few years. And even when I started at IGS, which is almost 28 years ago now, we did a simple thing. How a slider was working, it's different than it was before, and it had a huge impact as well. So all small, little things
can make a big impact.
Can make a big impact.
Excellent. Well, thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
And,
safe. When did you go back?
Tomorrow.
Quick trip. That means a lot that you came out here for this.
Always.
And it helps SBE because they are international. And it's wonderful.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for watching. And for everything mold making, visit moldmakingtechnology.com.